Hey guys, I know I usually do Minecraft as streaming, but I wanted to post a video because I was inspired by this. This is the thumbnail from a video I saw while I was scrolling YouTube, and it looks clickbaity, looks like something that there's gotta be a reason behind it. So I clicked on it. And I watched the video, and it was actually very interesting. It turned out to be about a Minecraft mod called the Broken Script. So I put together a mod pack. It basically had tree chopping, apple skin, an ore vein mining mod, and a couple of others, and I began to play. I invited a friend to come and play the mod with me because I'd already played it once or twice and I wanted to just have someone there as moral support. But this didn't go exactly how I expected. I mean, it did for the most part. But then I got to the last half an hour or so of my recording session. And things changed. But let's go back to the beginning and see the first sign of the mod rearing its head. I don't know much. I've tried to purposefully stay ignorant. But yeah, from what I've seen... What? Yeah, that's one of the things that happens. Can you see the message in chat?
Yeah, I heard the lightning strike.
I did not. I need to just... Hold on. So from there, I tweaked my settings, putting the master volume up to max, because I'd turned it off earlier when I was trying to hear what my friend Amy was saying. Basically, we finished looting the village, looking around, grabbing things we needed or wanted, and we decided to go find a place to build a house. Which we ended up doing pretty quickly. It wasn't the nicest, it was completely made of wood planks, but at least it had a triangular roof rather than a square one. I ended up making a farm near the house so that we could grow some potatoes that Amy had gathered from the village. And, well, that's when the next weird thing happened, which, instead of scaring us, actually gave us quite a good laugh.
Also, I've got a point to prove. Look at me.
Oh, shut up! Hold on, didn't Null already? Yeah, we got Null joined the game twice! This ended up being a nice, light-hearted distraction for what was next to come, which I'd actually encountered in a previous world I'd done, which I planned to record for this video, but it turned out the sound didn't record. So I was already wary, but Amy had no reason to be afraid because, well, they'd never seen this before and didn't see the harm that I had. I'll just let you see.
Well, not always. It was just one time.
I love that we just keep
also,
going
is that
with
bedrock
jokes.
supposed to be there?
Where? Where? Oh shit, oh shit. No, 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 no. Do not look at it, do not look at it, do not look at it, do not look at it.
Why not?
Do not acknowledge the bedrock.
What's wrong with the bedrock?
Do not acknowledge the bedrock. Now, a bedrock block appearing in the sky may not seem very dangerous to you, but I'd already done a world with this mod pack installed, and the last time I tried to look at it, it ended up taking control of my screen and then basically spawning an immovable portal block inside of my house that I had to block off with wood to another dimension that was basically the backrooms made of stone. All to say, I did not want to deal with that again. So I told Amy not to look at the block, even though they did multiple times, and everything went smoothly from there on. Until the internet problems started. Basically, from here on out, it got harder and harder for Amy to keep playing with me. I'll just show you what happened. Ah. Rejoin as soon as you can. Luckily, Amy didn't miss much. They were able to rejoin, and after that, I basically went to go get stone at a little stony area off to the left side of our base, or the right, depending on which way you're facing. However, once I was there and Amy was back in the world, we started joking about the bedrock block again, which resulted in this.
What else am I supposed to play in? The bedrock?
Your own. Do not. As soon as you said the bedrock, I got null pop up on my screen, like as a text splash. Well, basically, what happened next was not very much. We ended up putting some furnaces in the house. We tried to ignore the bedrock block. And we got funny messages from Amy, basically poking fun at Null, because so far he'd joined the game, not done an awful lot, and put up a text splash screen on my screen. So yeah, not much had been done by Null, and we were getting restless. The only real point of interest that I'll bring up is a little argument that Amy and I had over a sign, and I am only putting this in here to prove that I am right. Basically, Amy said there was writing on the back of the sign. I said there wasn't, or at least not on my screen. So here's the clip. Really?
Look at the back.
What?
Isn't it silly?
There's nothing on the back.
Yes, there is. It says down 4 times.
And so, life was boring. It was like any other Minecraft world with an old texture pack. A legacy texture pack, I believe it's called. But, it didn't stay that way. Basically, something happened with the bedrock block. Now, we hadn't mentioned it since then. Since the last time, because we didn't want anything bad to happen again. Well, as soon as this happened, we saw something that I think we probably missed for the first couple of nights. Something that we definitely should have been keeping an eye on. Do I have coal? Do I have coal? I need
The
coal.
bedrock moved.
Where? What do you mean?
The bedrock moved.
Where were you looking?
So like,
Did it...
I saw it move 1 block to the right.
You shouldn't have been staring at it. The more you look at it, the more bad things are
When
going
I
to happen.
looked like that, I saw it move.
Fine. Shall we go trigger all the bad events and tower up to it?
Huh? Does that actually happen?
So, we ended up getting some dirt and trying to tower up to it. This was not very successful because I didn't gather enough dirt to do so. However, basically, I sprouted some trees, waited for them to grow, and then chopped them down. This meant that there was enough wood for both Amy and me to go and have a closer look. But that wasn't all that happened. While I was growing the trees, Amy decided that they wanted to tame a horse. The horse ended up getting stuck in a small pit, so I had to go and help them out. And after that, I got stuck in a small pit while trying to chop down trees. Which is when I saw this. Oh, there's a blue block! I want to see what happens with the blue block because I missed it last time.
What?
There's a blue block in the air. Look up. Over here. So, I changed direction and Amy decided to keep going for the bedrock block as that was the one she could see. Now, for some reason, Amy was not able to see the blue block that I could see. And I'm pretty sure this was to do with events on certain screens, but it could also have been that it was just not loading due to personal settings on different computers. But since I did end up going up alone, it resulted in this rather humorous clip.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I just... Ah! Well, after that, I could not see the blue block anymore, which had turned out to be a water source block in the sky. So I decided to just get rid of the wooden tower. Once I got rid of the tower, Amy started towering up to the bedrock block to see if they could trigger the events that I'd said might start if they looked directly at it. But this is where the thing we should have been keeping an eye on started. Because, as it turns out, to see the mod in action, all we needed to do was wait for nightfall. The moon's not come up yet.
The moon's right. It might be my ping then, because... Why does it look like a squid with red eye is popping out?
Oh, you triggered an event that's on your screen only.
Oh.
No, it's on my screen too. Go on, tower up and look at the block. So, with that, Amy did tower up and look at the block, but nothing happened. I'm guessing that it was just events coinciding, but with the moon, the way it was, I didn't really have time or energy to think about it. Basically, we ended up both falling to our deaths about the same time. And the next important thing happened once we respawned. A creeper got into the house. Dang it. We both fell at the same time. You may not rest. Ah! Ah! Good! No! No! No!
No.
You are lucky. This meant we had no house and both of our beds had been obstructed. So, if we died, we went back to spawn, which is exactly what happened to Amy.
Can't do anything to me and they're faster than they're from far away. They were hitting me from far away. Where am I?
Your bed got destroyed, you idiot. As you could probably tell, I was just a little bit irritated. But I ended up taking a good look at the place that we'd built. And honestly, it didn't look the nicest. There were towers everywhere, and they weren't pretty. So, we ended up just going back to spawn. I jumped off a tower and went back to spawn. Now, I mentioned before that Amy had been having internet troubles. These internet troubles were getting worse and worse throughout the course of the video, and at this point, it was getting unplayable for them.
That can kill us?
I don't know! You just left the game again. Okay. Do you want to just hang out while I continue to play this?
Yeah, sure.
So that's what happened. Amy remained in the voice call, and I continued to play the Minecraft world. With my bed destroyed, which I had managed to keep in my inventory. So I had nowhere to stay at the moment. This pretty much meant that I ran around for a bit doing absolutely nothing. I grabbed a few flowers, I looked at the surroundings, but I didn't really know what I wanted to do because all my goals had basically been thrown out the window when the creeper blew up our house. Which is when everything had gone downhill, which I was about to be reminded of that night. Oh god. Just... let's pretend that that's not going to haunt my nightmares. The next day, I did pretty much the same thing I did the day before. I explored, I found a village or two, I looted them for supplies, but honestly, I didn't find much. I mostly ended up just wandering around. And, yeah. It was very boring. until I tried to set my spawn point in a nearby village, just on a whim. I got error the moon. That's not good.
What does that mean?
I'll have to wait till it's night to see. So I did wait until it turned to night. Not much happened during the day. I basically found a small island off the edge of the village where I could build a small house. And I assumed that this video would drag on, that I would need to make a part 2, that it would be very boring and very irritating because it would take so long, but it seemed that I was mistaken. After chopping a couple of trees, I built a house, and then I waited for the sun to go down to figure out what I would do next. And this was what happened. Let's see what the moon looks like tonight. It's got more eyes. That's 5, I think. Unless more show up. I don't know. I don't want to know. 6 eyes. So, yeah, pretty much I was stuck in a house on an island with a moon that looked like it was infested with rabies and with a bed that I couldn't sleep in. Great. Exactly what I wanted. Not. Eventually, I got bored and just ended up chatting to Amy for a bit. Until the next thing happened, which was where things really went downhill. This is the part of the video that gave me nightmares, so if you get nightmares easily, this is your warning. Click off now. Because of the amount of coal dust coating things in London. Okay. Amy? This is what I'm hearing.
Hello?
The sound stopped. Yeah. That is going to give me nightmares all the way up until Christmas again. Honestly, I was tempted to just quit the world, but I am sort of upset with myself that I didn't, and also glad at myself that I didn't. Because it meant that I saw this through to the end. And I'm not sure if that was a good thing or a bad thing. Because it meant that I had to experience this, which again, if you get scared easily, click off the video now. So that I can just go outside at night even though... Nope! Nope, 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 nope. Never in my life before have I ever wanted to forget something as much as I did right then. I ended up taking a screen snip of it and sending it to Amy, as they couldn't see my screen. But I definitely wasn't experiencing the whole thing, and I had a feeling that something was off because it wasn't moving. I had considered going right up to it, but then this happened. It just... What was that? I'm going to be honest. I still don't know what that was. I don't even know if there is an answer, although given that it's an ARG, there probably is. I don't know if I should play this again, because I have a feeling you can survive past that point. I don't even know if you can get back into the world you've created after you get hit with that. But if you think that this deserves a part 2, where I try and look into this more and figure out what's going on, then leave a like, leave a comment, hit subscribe if you really want to see more content, and I guess I'll see you in the next one. Peace.
Cotton candy